Hi, welcome to Stories with Momo and Reading with Ms. Momo. I'm so glad you could join us today. I want you to tell me stories that you like for me to read. That's what's going to happen today. The story that we have today, a little friend of mine from Vestavia Hills, Alabama, told me she would like for me to read it, and so I cannot wait to share it with you. If you like the stories that I'm reading, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell button so that you can be alerted each time when I read a story. So let's get started with our story today. It's a real fun story. Giraffes Can't Dance, Giles Andre and Guy Parker Reese. This is a story about a friend supporting and helping each other. So I want you to listen carefully. Giraffes Can't Dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully bandy and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at his knees. He's trying to run around, then all of a sudden he just falls flat. His knees just won't hold him up. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. Jungle dance. They're going to have a big dance. And this year when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. Have you ever felt like maybe you weren't too good at something and everyone else was? That's the way Gerald felt. The warthog started waltzing and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango, which was elegant and bold. Everybody's dancing. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and the 8 baboons teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. They're all having a good time, aren't they? Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald!" The animals all laughed. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, don't be daft." They're not being very nice. They're not being very supportive or nice, are they? We don't want to be like that. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot." So he crept off from the dance floor and started walking home. He had never felt so bad before, so sad and all alone. All of those people had made him feel so sad. That was not very nice. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on, "but sometimes when you're different, you need a different song." The cricket is talking nice to him, isn't he? He's being a friend. "So imagine that lovely moon is playing just for you. Wait, listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those in the breeze. So imagine that lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to." And there's the cricket telling him to look at the moon and just listen and breathe, and he can dance. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. There he is. He's starting to dance. He threw his arms out sideways. He swung them everywhere. And then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Man, he is doing a dance, isn't he? Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I'm dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I'm dancing, Gerald cried. He was a happy giraffe. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." And look at him. He's boogieing down, isn't he? And they're all now excited and think he's doing great. How is it you can dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twizzled around and finished with the bow. He's smiling now, and he's finishing with the bow, and they're throwing flowers at him because he danced so well. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We can all dance, he said, when we find music that we love. His little cricket friend supported him and encouraged him. And that's what we need to do with each other, is encourage each other and support each other. You know, we can all dance. We need to just dance like nobody's watching anytime we want to and just have a happy time. And we need to remember never to make fun of other people, because we never know. They might be wanting us to encourage them. And that's what we need to do with each other, is encourage each other and love each other. And remember that we're all different, but it's okay. So I want you to dance this week like nobody's watching. And until we meet again, smile and be happy, and God bless.